Genetically modified bears with telepathy. That's something you can be in Starfinder. We're going to talk about it. Hello everyone, welcome to the Maple Table. My name's Nathaniel. This is a channel where we discuss role-playing games, so if that's something you're interested in, I would love to have you join me at the table by hitting that subscribe button with that bell notification so that you know when my videos are available. The Uplifted Bear is just what you might imagine. It is a literal bear that was given sentience, self-awareness, and telepathy. Oh yeah, they also modified it to give it opposable thumbs. They are huge, and they are good at science, and of course, being outdoors. If you decide that you want to be an uplifted bear for your next character in your Starfinder game, this is going to be a wonderful choice for you. Let's talk a little bit about what you're going to get if you decide to go the uplifted bear route. Bear uplifted, as it's written in the Alien Archives 2, page 16. For your starting ability score adjustments, you're going to have +2 strength, +2 intelligence, and -2 for wisdom. And you'll get a respectable 6 hit points. Uplifted bears are a large type creature, so think about that when you do that. An uplifted bear, when it stands bipedal, it is about 10 feet tall. And a fully matured and grown uplifted bear can weigh up to 1,200 pounds, or 544 kilograms for the rest of the non-United States. As an uplifted bear, you have big paws, as it were. Not to mention the opposable thumbs bit that I did mention. Bears are also considered magical creatures, as there was some form of magic in their creation, but this was lost to the gap. And because you're such a big boy, you also get a 5-foot reach. Those giant paws with the claws will give you a climb speed of 20 feet. And because you're a bear, you're huge, and you're terrifying, you get a move that's called Ferocious Charge. What this essentially gives a 544 kilo bear is a charge that has no penalties to it. Because of the uplifted bear's creation, there's actually some limitations that you have around augmentations. As an uplifted bear, you're not going to be able to take anything aside from basically data jacks. And the Mechanics custom rig is still allowed to be used in your brain meats. How about telepathy? When you're an uplifted bear, you don't really have the best vocal cords, and so you tend to be a little bit growly, a little grunty. Speech is possible, it's just not preferred because telepathy is so much easier. Uplifted bears do not get dark vision, but they do get low light vision. And as I mentioned, the uplifted bears are good at the sciences and the outdoorsy things. All of those I am not. You're going to get a +2 racial bonus to your life sciences and 2 survival checks. I mentioned the claws. You can also use those as a natural weapon, which is pretty terrifying when you think about it. As an uplifted bear, you always have the right to bear arms. I won't apologize for that pun. That's a good pun. Now, here's an interesting thing about the uplifted bear. You're a big boy. You're a tall boy. You're a heavy boy. But you're also a fast boy. Or maybe you're a fast girl. There really is no limitation on gender for this species. Uplifted bears have a land speed of 40 feet. Before we continue on, this is just your mid-video reminder that if you're enjoying it, to please hit that like button. And if you want to get more Starfinder content like this from myself, then please hit that subscribe button with that bell notification. The channel crossed a major milestone and it's broken 500 subscribers, so thank you to everyone who has subscribed and continues to subscribe. Now, as for the history of the uplifted bear is not the only uplifted animal, however, it is the most common. My assumption would be that at some point during the gap, somebody needed a workhorse, or a work bear, and the strength and size of the work bear served somebody's purpose at some point. With the extra intelligence and the self-awareness that was given to the bears, it's probably unsurprising that they do generally excel in scientific research. Many of the uplifted bears find success and happiness in their scientific pursuits, and they also love to be outside. And while many do enjoy being outside, that does not necessarily apply to every single uplifted bear. There's a bit of a stigma when it comes to the Uplifted Bear, that they don't make good crewmates, and they're unsuited for long space voyages, which is actually untrue. They actually get used by the Starfinder Society quite a bit for exploring potentially habitable worlds and cataloging all the fauna, the plants and trees and all that fun stuff. Now, when you're 305 centimeters tall, 544 kilograms, you get a little bit of a reputation for having a temper. Because even if you do what a normal person would by maybe pounding their fist on the desk, you tend to break things because you're big. So Uplifted Bears tend to have a stigma that follows them. Again, not entirely true that they have bad tempers. And actually, some Uplifted Bear, they really enjoy this stigma and they use it as a negotiation tactic. There are many small communities of Uplifted Bears that can be found throughout the Pact Worlds. And actually, you'll find a lot of these communities in the diaspora as well on some of the higher gravity asteroids. The members of these settlements are trying to uncover their origins, and they tend to spend most of their time diving into pre-gap relics, trying to glean whatever bit of information they can about their creation, why they were made the way that they are. Who doesn't want an answer to that great existential question, why? I think Uplifted Bears are going to be great for many classes. You're looking especially towards the soldier class, or even towards the Solarian might actually be all right. Basically, anything that needs a melee weapon, you have reach. Why wouldn't you build something to take advantage of that? Alternatively, an Uplifted Bear can work for any class that uses intelligence. So you're looking at things like the Biohacker, you're looking at things like a Technomancer. An Uplifted Bear is a magical creature, it could be a Technomancer. I feel like this is a good race. I actually have one of these in my Starfinder campaign that I'm running right now. I'm really enjoying it. The creature is so large compared to the rest of the party. I've had some scenarios where his size becomes a bit of a problem. At least a problem for my Uplifted Bear player. While Alien Archives 2 does mention that there are other uplifted animals, I haven't seen any reference to any other uplifted animals or even a stat block or chart for any uplifted animals. So know that it can be done. There was a fan-generated book on DriveThruRPG about the uplifted animals. I'm not sponsored by them, it's just something that I found. I'll put the link in the description below. For the GMs out there that have players that want to have other uplifted animals, find something in the Alien Archives that somewhat matches closer to what that animal is, and then maybe tweak the stats a little bit. That's the only suggestion that I have at this particular moment. Up on the screen, I'll have a playlist of other Starfinder races that you can play, so please check those out. YouTube will have also made a recommendation for you on the screen as well. My name's Nathaniel. You've been watching The Maple Table. Thank you so much for your subscription. Thanks for stopping by, everyone.